All right, everyone. I am hearing that we are ready to go with this upcoming Curse Crackers run. So give an extremely warm welcome to Metroid Crime. Take it away.
Hello, folks. I'm Metroid Crime, and I'm so happy to be here today. I've been looking at chat. Thank you for all the wonderful puns on my username. Y'all are the best. I'm joined here today with IndyVillain.
Hello.
Who's going to be commentating Curse Crackers for me. This is a very quick game. It's going to go by so quickly. It's like a less than 15-minute run. There's so much stuff in it. We're just going to get started. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to do a countdown for 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, let's go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Awesome. Also, I see we chose the very good pink color palette today.
Yes, it's my favorite, hot pink.
Heck yeah. Chime and hot pink. Couldn't ask for more. I should say Chime is our little Belle guy. Here, he's this little guy with his swingy little legs there.
So
He
cute.
will not stop swinging throughout this whole thing. But first, we are coming to this room. It's called the Cactus Room. It unlocks after you beat the game, and you can input sort of, well, not really cheat codes, but they're like augmentation codes, I guess. So we're unlocking all the levels, as well as getting the double jump mask, which allows us to double jump, and use something called a star shield, which is like a couple frame shield it's really tricky to use, but it comes in handy in a couple points.
Took a little bit of time there to just make sure I entered that code correctly.
Yeah. And you did. There
Yeah,
is
I
the
did.
mask right there, nice and
Perfect.
purple. But this is Curse Crackers for Whom the Bell Toils, a very good pun name. It was released in 2022 by Colorgrave. It's a really good indie game, designed to look a bit like a Game Boy Color, like aesthetically.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are a couple movement techniques that we're going to be using. We are already using double jump, but you'll see that we're mixing slides and these kind of long, vaulting, like double handspring movements, because our character here, Belle, is an acrobat. Kind of uniquely in this game, or in this world, she does not have magic. Instead, she has something better, which is friendship with Chime. He's just the best little dude.
He is the best.
And you might see on that overworld map, you could see a big dog up there, and because of your generous donations, we will get to pet that big dog.
Yes, we will.
Heck yeah. We'll
Can't
see you
wait.
soon, Sparky. Yeah, oh, very good double handspring over that gap there.
Thank you.
There was an enemy there at the end that is like a spray painter guy, and they tag up the levels, and you'll see some of their good art later, but they also throw cans that can like catch you out in the middle of jumps and make you like fall into pits. Oh, we almost
I
got
thought I
that
was going to
quick
make that,
cycle
but I was
there.
a little bit
Oh,
sloppy there. It's okay.
yeah, so close. You can also get crushed there, so at least that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah. So what we're doing right now is collecting 30 roses. I believe they're called Ardell roses?
Ardell roses? Yeah.
Ardell roses, okay. And we're collecting 30 as fast as we can and then quitting out of the level. We need 30 to unlock the final few stages of the game in the second act. So that is the name of the game at the moment. We're also trying not to die. We only have 3 hits before we die. And the only way to get our health back is by reaching checkpoints. So some of these levels have long gaps between the checkpoints, and that's when we really start holding our breaths doing some of these tricks.
Yeah, one of them is coming up.
Yeah, we're coming up to one. There are also like pits of death. You saw that lava pit there. That's an instant death, but there are also just like endless pits. You know, like any good 2D platformer. You know, you never know where you fall, but you're falling somewhere and you die. So. Something that I recently learned about this game is that all of these normal enemies are just inflatable little guys, kind of like
Yeah.
The tube men from like car dealerships. And in doing some research on those tube men, I found that they were originally called Tall Boys, and I really want to bring
okay.
that name back because it's adorable. So I feel like we need to name one of these enemies Tall Boys.
Definitely. I mean, there's the skellies, the giant skellies that are very tall.
Yes.
Those would be a good candidate for tall boys.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we'll start calling those Tall Boys. Those are actually enemies that Chime can't kill either, so they'll be around for a while.
Yeah.
Chime is our number one tool for attack in a lot of places in the game. He like one hits normal enemies, but then the Tall Boys, the newly named Tall Boys, can't actually be killed in any way. We can also kill enemies by jumping on top of their heads most of the time, but that actually slows us down because it plays like 5 frames of an animation, so we usually try to avoid it if we can.
Oh no, come on.
Oh, didn't give it to you that
there
time.
There
we go. That was odd.
Yeah, I try to star shield through there because it's quicker usually, and just do a little jump. Yeah.
Nice. Hopping on a ghost. Very cool. So a couple more pieces of movement tech is we can actually throw Chime on the ground and jump up and ride him like pretty high up. I think we've already seen that once or twice already. But it's a really useful tool to get to upper levels of a stage.
Yeah, especially for vertical movement. Lots of vertical movement.
Mm-hmm. And a newer technique that you've been working into your run is like a horizontal version of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that right there. Where you throw Chime diagonally to the ground and then catch up to him and kind of ride him to the right or left. And it's pretty interesting. Oh, sliding right under these barrels. Very nice.
I got double hit there on the wall.
Oh yeah, it bounced back at you. Still pretty good on health though. Very nice.
Oh,
there's one of those.
it's okay.
There's one of those endless pits I was talking about. I think
Yeah.
we were trying to grab onto that ring there.
Yeah, there we
it is.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. This level, you don't start collecting roses until like the 4th room here.
Hmm.
But luckily there was a
nice.
checkpoint right before that one's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Oh, here's some tall boys. And these enemies that have helmets on, you actually don't kill when you jump on their heads, but you can still jump on their heads.
Some of them have spikes though, so you don't want to jump on those ones.
Yeah. Yeah. This level aesthetically really starts to build on itself as you go from stage to stage. The art gets more complex and adds more depth, and one of the worst additions, I have to say, are the teeth in the background that try to bite you if you stand in like the black spaces too long. Yeah, that room right there has 4 of them. Do not recommend hanging out in that room.
Now we're headed underground to the ruins here.
Heck yeah. I really like this level because the spray painters have been active. It's very good.
You also get to use... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You're going to mention Chime as a key.
Yes, I was. Yeah. This also adds a new addition to Chime's usefulness. He unlocks these levels and adds new blocks. This part really reminds me of Mario, like with like where you hit a block and it makes things appear. Oh, nice little diagonal throw.
I know,
there.
and then I thought
cool.
I didn't get it, so I stopped. It's fine.
Yeah, that was very neat.
Giant tall boy over there.
Very nice. I always get nervous when we only have 1 health.
I know, yeah.
Excellent. I think we've almost grabbed the last rose here. Nice.
Perfect.
I love the spinning pig. I know it's like a piggy bank style pig, but he's adorable. Big fan.
Jump down here and do a cool bounce. I love this section. These final levels before the boss fights are so fun.
There's also fire enemies that I didn't talk about yet that like kind of
They
like
sneeze.
sneeze. Yeah, they sneeze up fireballs at you, which is pretty unique. They're pretty cool. We're almost through this section already. You are flying right now.
Yeah, we got all 30 roses, and now we are fighting some bosses.
Oh, it's Beakston boss time. Beakston is an incredibly difficult boss. It takes incredible skill and precision to do. Oh no!
Gosh.
I was memeing. I didn't mean for this to happen. So, what we're trying to do is ricochet Chime off the ceiling spikes to launch Beakston into the corner. There we go. Okay, I think you
Too
were like,
early. I know,
yeah,
I
you're
did it
slightly
too
too early
fast.
there. Yeah. So now is actually a difficult boss fight. This is Bonnie. She is the antagonist of the first act of this game. So she spawns these 4 spikes again and again, and we have to get into a rhythm here. She takes 7 hits to kill.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was a little tricky there. She kind of
Yes.
trapped me.
She got out of the place where you like to lock her in. When we do this perfectly, she gets locked into this corner, and we can just kind of bounce in between the spikes again and again. Because Chime can kill one at a time, but Bonnie respawns them. Oh, that was perfect. Excellent job.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Bonnie gets taken, and then now we get into a really complicated Act 2. We're kind of fighting, like, I don't know if they're aliens or gods. I actually don't know what they are.
Play the
but-
game.
Well,
There's
yeah,
so much
I
lore.
definitely need to play the game. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, now
Without
we're
going
in
too much into it.
the astral plane area, and this adds some really cool mechanics with like, terrifying cherubs. Those aren't very cool. I don't like those ones. But we're gonna bounce up here, and as well as unlock this section with Chime to speed us up.
Perfect.
Nice, threw Chime down and unlocked, and now we're gonna do some acrobatics. I really like this section. Not only because the music is great, but the like the little swinging springs here are really nice. Sweet.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be a great time, yeah.
Awesome. We've got a $5 donation from Tempest Mask 1000.
Oh,
Had to
hey,
take a
Tempest.
hop, skip, and a jump from work to get a dono in for Crime and Curse Crackers. I love this indie platformer that I just had to double dip on the Switch. Shout out to Colorgrave, and let's hope Lear behaves near the end of the speed run. Best of luck.
Oh, good call, because this is
Yeah.
Lear right here. Thank you so much, Tempest.
Thank you, Tempest.
Lear takes 20 hits to kill, and this fight can be brutal because the RNG. Oh no, it went
Yeah, we
great.
did it.
Excellent job. But
It can be brutal, though, definitely.
yeah, the
There's
RNG can be really tough. But you did great. That was awesome.
Perfect.
And-
Okay, we're gonna go in here.
I think it's giant woman time. Whoa.
Whoa.
Just say whoa and exit. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. We now have to get yeeted into space. Bonnie gives us her scythe,
Because we
because
don't have Chime.
yeah,
For
Chime
reasons
got
unknown.
kind
Play
of
the game.
launched away. Yeah. So this is a combination boss between Lear, the boss we just fought, and a boss we don't fight in this route. They kind of got morphed into one. But you do more damage when you don't have full health, so you may see Crime purposely take damage, because you do like damage like every frame. But there'll be different sections of this, so we're gonna jump into her, take a hit. Oh well, she did drop health in a bad spot
did,
there. So
yeah.
we are full health again, but,
That's all good.
yeah, so the green orbs are health, so it keeps you alive, but it does slow you down. So it's kind of a trade-off there. Oh, very nice though.
And now we suddenly have very good lyrics.
Yeah.
The song rules.
There we go. Took damage again. Ooh,
Coming up on
time
time
is coming up.
in now. There we go.
GG. Fantastic run.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, that was great. Aside from the silly Beakston death, my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you do that too fast before. That was great. Though.
Yeah. So here we have the basically what was happening was the villains were sending a meteor down to the planet, but Chime came to our rescue, and he
Chime
eats the
just
meteor.
chomps it. Yeah. Big Chime.
Goes big, and falls back to the earth.
This art is so adorable. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's so
So
good.
good.
It's so good. But then I hope y'all are enjoying the music. We have Noise Complaint She-Hulk here to turn it off on us, unfortunately.
Heck yeah.
And
then,
that's kind of the end there.
yeah. Chime gets a nap, and Belle and Bonnie are friends again.
Yeah.
Perfect
But this
ending.
is such a I'm doing such a short run of this. This is the any percent no spark bangle category, but there are plenty of other categories for this game that are amazing. The game just recently came out for the Switch a few months ago. Like highly recommended. It has so much character. The story is great. There's so much love put into this game. And it's really good. But I believe I have a dog to pet over here.
Oh,
So
we
we're
sure
just gonna
do.
go back into this save file here. And you see, there's Sparky. We're gonna go say hi to him. And here he is. Lots of pets.
Oh my goodness. So cute.
Just the absolute cutest. This is Sparky. We can go pet him over here. Gets up. Look at his cute little tongue. Oh my goodness. Such a good dog. But thank you all so much for watching, donating. I love this run. Thank you so much to Power Up with Pride for having me on. You can find me at twitch.tv/MetroidCrime. I stream there all the time. Speedrun this, V, Payday 3, stuff like that. Lots of platformers. And you can also follow me on social media. Indy, where can we find you?
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me as well. You can find me at IndyVillain on Twitch and basically all social medias.
Awesome.
All right, and before we let you go, you were going so fast that I couldn't even read the donations that were coming in for you. So we did get a $25 donation from Matoy with the comment, "Hi, Winter Pride fam, Matoy here. I'm honored to be back for another Power Up with Pride event, and I am very excited to showcase Lammy for y'all. Good luck to Crime on our Curse Crackers run. You're all valid, and remember to smile less than 3.
Thank you, Matoy.
All right. Again, thank you so much for that incredible run, and we will go ahead and get ready to get the Tetris. Oh, let's see, what's the full title here? Tetris, the Absolute, the Grandmaster 2 Plus. So we will get that run started in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. While we are still getting set up with Tetris, the Absolute, the Grandmaster 2 Plus, I just want to say welcome in, Raiders, even though it's been a little bit. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we are raising money for, our charity. So, we are raising money for Point of Pride, which is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100 plus countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. So an example of one of these is the Free Chest Binders, which provides chest binders specifically designed compression garments to trans people who cannot otherwise afford or safely obtain them. If you'd like to apply for one of Point of Pride's grants or garment programs, get involved as a donor or volunteer, or just learn more about them, visit pointofpride.org. And just to give you a quick update on some of our upcoming donation incentives, it looks like we are sitting at $135 out of $250 needed for the D4DJ Groovy Mix Easter Egg Song Showcase. That's coming up in about an hour and a half when that target will be closed. And then later on at the end of the evening, we've got a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Any Percent bonus run. And we are currently sitting at $185 out of the $1,000 incentive total. So we're getting there. We've got a number of hours before that comes up. I absolutely know that we'll be able to meet that in time. But if you are financially able to donate, please consider doing so. I think somebody already hit the exclamation point donate link in chat, but if not, I will drop it here myself. And give us just a little bit before we get Tetris up and running, but that will be very shortly. Don't go anywhere.